What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be telling you guys the 5 steps that got me from 17-year-old broke boy to now 18 years old making 6 figures a year, and how exactly you can do the same thing and implement this into your life and maybe get the same results I got. One more thing before we start the video, I want you guys to go down below, and if you learned anything new in this video, hit the thumbs up button. That way I know. And also subscribe to the channel. I just got started here on YouTube. It would help me out a lot. Also hit the notification bell. That way you get updated for any new videos. And comment down below and say I subscribed. That way I can comment back and welcome you to my channel. So let's get started with the video. Now, I would like to apologize in advance because I'm probably gonna get really annoyed in this video, because these are the 5 things that I did in my life to get me to where I am today. And a lot of people don't listen to these things, or they don't even want to try these things because it's just, I guess, too much work for them, even though it's not a lot of work. It's basically willpower. So I'm probably going to get a little heated because I hear things from people all day long and it just bugs me. So we will see how it goes. Before you implement these 5 strategies, I'm going to tell you, you need to make sure that you are well-rounded as a person. You need to make sure you are willing to put in the work, you're willing to put in the time and effort, and actually want to be somebody in life. You actually have to want to make a lot of money and be your own boss and all this stuff. You need to take it seriously because it's a real business, and you can't just mess around and be like, oh, I'm gonna put 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It doesn't work like that, or else you're gonna fail. So make sure you are well-rounded as a person and you are ready to go full force into this whole entrepreneur online thing. That way you don't hit a wall along the way that hits you in the face and says, oh, you're lazy, it's not gonna work, or you like to watch TV all day long and waste your time all day long, it's not gonna work. So make sure that you are well-rounded as a person before you even try to start this, or else you're gonna fail right away. So let's get into the first step that I took to get to where I am today. So step number 1 that I took to get to where I am today is I got rid of all the time wasters in my life. And I started this about when I was 17 in high school, and I realized, okay, I'm graduating soon. And I don't want to be like everyone else. I don't want to be lost, clueless, and then be some sort of loser in a few years. That was not my goal. So I decided the first step I had to take was to kill everything that wasted my time. That way I can get focused. So I got rid of playing video games. I stopped going to parties. I stopped hanging out with my friends all the time, watching TV maybe. I never really watched TV, but that could be your thing. Basically, if it doesn't make you money or it doesn't make you smarter, those are things that you need to get rid of. So seriously, if it's not making you money or it's not making you smarter, kill it, get rid of it. Unless you really, really need it. I'm talking about pointless stuff like playing video games on the computer, like all the stuff that is just completely worthless, get rid of, and that's only if you're serious about this. If you're not, then go ahead, stick to your life as it is right now, because if you're not willing to do that, then you're definitely gonna go nowhere even farther past this point. So might as well not waste your time. Now this one really annoys me because I have people coming to me on my Instagram, even friends, anyone, and they DM me and they ask, oh my gosh, I want to learn how to do what you're doing now. I'm interested. What do I have to do? What steps do I have to take? And then I look at their Snapchats, I look at their Instagram stories, and I look at everything they're posting, and I just want to slap myself in the face, and possibly them too, and say, I don't even know how to say this. How do you expect yourself to be successful, or even try to be successful, when you are smoking weed or drinking or going to parties and doing a bunch of dumb stuff and wasting your day all day long, every single day? It's just not gonna work. If you look at any person who has money in their bank account and is happy with their life, they probably didn't do all that in order to get there. It just does not happen. It's impossible. If you want to prove me wrong, go ahead, smoke weed all day, drink, go to parties, hang out with friends, watch TV, and then show me your bank account, because I can guarantee you it will be a few $1,000, or if not minus a few $1,000. Step number 2. Now this can also be a hard one for some people. For me, it's not really a big deal, which is kind of good or maybe bad. But this one is going to be getting rid of all the negative people in your life, or the people who are just not even worth your time or effort, and they're just basically losers. I find it kind of easy for myself to get rid of people like this, but I have seen that a lot of people have a hard time with this because, oh my gosh, they're my friends. I can't stop hanging out with them, but that's just stupid. That means you don't care about yourself if you can't get rid of someone who's bringing you down or ruining your life too. So this means getting rid of anyone negative in your life. So if they're always telling you that you can't do something, or they're always being like, oh, nah, you can't do that, you're not good enough. Basically, you know who I'm talking about. It could be your parents. Now that's weird to think, but think about it. Maybe your mom or dad always say, oh, you're not good enough. I see it all the time. And a lot of people don't want to think about that, but their parents can be a huge negative force in their life. Also could be a lot of their friends, could be you know, any other kind of family, brother, sister, whatever, teachers, it could be anyone. If any of these people are messing with you and getting into your head and making you you know, less self-confident and telling you can't do things and being negative all the time, or even negative with their own life, if they're just, oh, like my life sucks, my life's so terrible, blah blah blah, I'm so depressed, then those people need to go somewhere else. They need to go find people who are like themselves. They can go deal with other depressed, annoying people. If you're actually interested in doing something with your life, then you need to be around people who are also like that. And if you don't have anyone like that, then might as well just surround yourself with nobody. When I did this, I was left with like 1 or 2 or 3 friends, and not that I didn't like any of the other people, but it's just they weren't on the same path I was on, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just couldn't be a part of it anymore. I needed to focus. I needed to, you know, get on the right path for my own happiness, or else I was going to be, you know, pissed off and not happy in a few years. So I'm glad I took these steps. And if you are like this, and if you are kind of thinking like I am right now, then you need to be doing this too. You need to get rid of anyone who is worthless or negative in your life. Now, the people don't have to be just negative. They could also be losers. So if they are doing drugs all day long, or they're just going to parties all day long, and they just play video games all day long, and they don't have a job, or they're not doing anything for themselves, then get rid of those people too. It's only going to drag you down, and trust me, those people are not going to want to see you succeed. And if they see you starting to succeed, they're going to do whatever they can to bring you back down. I promise you, if you don't believe me, go ahead and try it, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm telling you firsthand right now, if you have any of those people in your life, it is worth it to get rid of them. And if you have any issues with this and you really think you can't do it, then maybe you're not built for business either. If you have a hard time with getting rid of people, then you probably should find a job and, you know, stay away from this whole building your own business and being your own boss thing, because you need to be able to, you know, remove yourself from bad situations. Step number 3 that I took, this is when it starts to get a little bit funny, because I kid you not, if you ask any of my friends, they will tell you, yes, this is so true about me. Now, I put learn to love learning and become a hermit. Now, this is kind of exaggerated, but what this means is you need to learn to love learning. I never used to like learning, because what the school system does is it teaches us to hate learning. So I had to force myself to buy a few books, pick them up, start to read them. I had to force myself to, you know, spend money and buy a course on, you know, all this different stuff. Read books, buy courses, go on YouTube, watch tons of videos on kind of boring topics that you probably don't want to watch, and you'd rather watch a cat video. The point is, you need to start to learn to love learning, because the more you learn, the more you earn. A formal education is going to make you a living, but a self-education can make you a fortune. I had like a 4-month period, maybe 5-month period, where I did not do anything. All I did was study in my room on my own. And I can tell you that in that 4 or 5 months, I learned more than I did all throughout school from 1st to 12th grade. I am not kidding. So it's actually important that you need to start learning on your own, and you need to learn to love it, because if not, you're not going to make any money, and you're not going to get to where you want, because believe it or not, it takes learning to actually make money. While you are locked in your room for 4 months, you need to figure out what you want to do. And the only way to do this is to test the waters and try and learn from a bunch of different sources and study a bunch of different topics, and that way you get a feel of what you really want to do. I started learning about Forex trading, binary options, investing, e-commerce, Amazon FBA, drop shipping, affiliate marketing. I studied all these different ideas and topics, and I found out that Amazon was the easiest way to make money, which was appealing to me, and also kind of the most fun. I tried stocks and everything. I made money on binary options, but it just wasn't fun for me. It was fun for a few days, but then I got bored of it. And I found out Amazon was the way I wanted to actually move forward with. That brings us to step number 4. We now found out what we want to do from step number 3, and we tested all these different ideas and we practiced with a bunch of different things, and we found out, okay, for example, I'll use mine, Amazon. We found out Amazon FBA is what I want to do. This is how I want to move forward. This is what I want to put all of my money into and all of my time and resources and effort. And then step number 4 is when I'd like to say double down on it. This is when we want to start making money. So master it, master it, master it. Become an expert until you start making money. And trust me, if you become an expert at it, you will make money. So this is when you fully invest yourself. This is when you fully, put all your marbles into one basket or whatever you want to say. And this is when you start making money. That's why it's the most fun part, because who doesn't want to make money, right? And it was the most exciting part for me, and this is what got me to even go harder into it and have more excitement and really, really focus on it. Step 5 is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I am a little bit crazy. So basically it is fine adjusting yourself, and I'm going to use examples that I personally have done in my life, and it may sound crazy to you, but this is where you really want to take your skill and your money making to the next level. This is when you want to go from, okay, oh, I'm happy with making $5,000 a month, to, okay, now I'm going to go insane and I'm going to become, maybe $40,000 a month. This is when you really step up your game. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna really nitpick at yourself and figure out what your weaknesses are. For example, let's say you are not reading enough, or you wanna make a goal. This is basically goal setting. This is when you're like, okay, I wanna read more, or I need to sleep more, or I need to sleep less, or I need to wake up earlier, or I need to eat healthier, I need to start going to the gym more. And it sounds stupid. It sounds like, how could these things be incorporated to business and online entrepreneurship? But trust me, it does. Now, the way I found this out was I never really ate healthy. I ate pretty bad. I would eat like pizza, things like that. I was never fat. I was actually extremely fit. I was like a gym rat. I was huge, and I was muscular, but inside I was like rotting basically. I did not eat well at all. I was taking supplements and all of these different things like protein powder, creatine, all these different things, and I was pretty much killing myself inside. So the byproduct of that was I would get sick. I swear I would get sick every month, and every time I got sick, I would not be able to work. My productivity would go down. I wouldn't be able to focus. I wouldn't have the motivation. I wouldn't have the energy, and it ended up killing my progress. So what I did was I went vegan. I changed my diet. I went fully vegan, only whole food, plant-based diet. So I'm getting extremely nutritious food all day long and cutting out, and I only drink water. I never had desserts or sweets or anything. And I'm still to this day going with this. It's been 160 days and I have not been sick. I swear to you, I have not been sick since I started this. And this is something that fine-tuned my body and myself and my brain in order for me to get to the next level and really start doubling down and jumping even more into this, to where I can make my income go from $6,000 a month to sometimes $40,000 or $50,000 a month. That is what you need to do if you want to get to the next level, or else you're just gonna, slowly eat yourself away to where you don't even want to try, or you're lazy, or your focus is gonna shift from making money, and it's gonna be taken up by something else. So your focus is gonna go from, okay, I wanna make money, and then you find out, oh, okay, you're sick. Now that goes away, and now you're over here to, oh, I'm sick, I just wanna rest. And it takes your energy and focus away from what matters, which is making money. So you need to make sure, once again, this kind of goes to being well-rounded and making sure you're healthy and your family is good and you're happy, or if you have a relationship, you gotta make sure that's good and everything's healthy. And make sure you're always setting goals and trying to do new things with your life. So that is going to be step 5. That is how we fine tune it in order for us to be ultimately rich or wealthy or whatever you want to be. So follow these 5 steps and I promise you, you guys will be happy with your life. You just need to stick to it. Really take it seriously, because if you don't, you're gonna fail. You're wasting your own time. Just stick to a fun life and, you know, do dumb stuff, and then 5 years down the road you'll probably be homeless or hating your life at your job. So stick to that if you're not willing to do this, but if you are, I promise you results will come and you will be successful. Now with that being said, I want to end off on that positive note that you can be successful if you stick to these 5 things, and I hope to hear about your guys' success soon. And also, once again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and let me know if you're gonna actually try to do these 5 things or why you're not going to. So comment that down below. Follow me on my Instagram account. It's gonna be Riley Turner Official, and you can see some cool stories and funny stories on there, and also get some exclusive insight on how Amazon works, because I show you a lot of different things with product research and stuff. So I will see you guys there as well, and I will see you guys in the next video.